Here's a scale for a C diminished. A while back I began to realize that in that C6, we're going to do that again. We want this. This is what we're going for. The dominant diminished, this whole half scale. Okay. Now, I realized this, and I realized it years ago. Okay. So if the C diminishes here, that would stand to reason that we should be able to go up and diatonically. So if the C diminishes here, that would stand to reason that we should be able to go up and diatonically use all those notes, using all the notes of that scale. And we're going to use the first finger, the thumb, on each one. No cheating. Okay? And you will find out that this is a C, E flat, G flat, A. It's going to turn around each time. Watch this. Okay? Now you go here. This is a C sharp diminished or D flat diminished. Okay, that is a D flat, E, G, B flat. The next time, remember this had a C, E flat, G flat, A. The next time, watch this. And this is going to move over to this chord right here. And does it not do that? E flat, G flat, A, C. That's the same thing as a C, E flat, G flat, A. Okay, then we're going to move it up. We don't move to F, we got to go to a whole step. And there you are. That is a F sharp diminished, and that's okay. So this is the dominant scale. How are we going to figure out the dominant scale? Dominant diminished. And by the way, learn how to just play around with it like that. And also notice the C7. C7 is absolutely in that scale. Okay. Now we're going to take and use common sense, and we're going to go to a C diminish, and then we're going to go to a C sharp diminish, and then we're going to go to an E flat diminish, and then we're going to go to an E diminished, and then goes to an F sharp diminished or G flat, a G diminished, an A diminished, okay, a B flat diminished, and a C diminished. And so we have just formed and diatonically used all the notes of that scale. Okay, the scale is this right here. And if you wrote it out, I know I haven't done it, but I'm sure if you wrote it out in sevenths or thirds, you would definitely get that to diatonically go up, because that's just the way. That's what diatonic means essentially. It's the notes of that scale. For instance, if I went up C, it's a little messy, but you got the idea. Right? Got a little messy. Okay, I am using all the notes of this. So that's what diatonic means. So I think I'll stop right there and let people know what diatonic means. Okay? It doesn't sound like you're doing much, but what you are doing is you're doing quite a bit. You're doing a C, major 7, D minor 7, and E minor 7. An F major 7, a G7, an A minor 7, a B minor 7 flat 5. Whoa! What do you mean a B minor 7 flat 5? Well, let's analyze that just for a second. You know, that's not as easy to see. It's easy to see a minor off of a 7th, right? Like here's a dominant D7. Here's a minor. That's easy to see. But let's go to this B again. Let's explore this a little bit just for a second. Now that right there is a B minor 7 flat 5. Okay, the way you change a B minor 7 flat 5 into its dominant is just take the middle notes here. When you've got a B and A, like on the thumb is B and A is on the pinky, and just take those and move them up. Now you have a dominant, and then you want to switch it back. It's a really nice way to go. So I know that if I'm making this note here, and then okay, I go from C to this B minor 7 flat 5. It might call for that in the book. So you go here and you go like. But you could go that the hard way. You could say, it's a B minor 7 flat 5, and then you could go like, okay. And I've done all this the hard way, believe me. And so I say a B minor 7 flat 5, so you stop everything you're doing, and you go like, okay, well I have a B and an A, kind of in an octave feel. Here's an octave. So I know that one whole step down, that's a dominant 7, that's a flat 7 there. So I know that right there. Okay, so I make a B. I know that I'm going to have a minor 3rd. I'm going to have a dominant 7, and I'm going to have. Now this is if you don't know your chords that well, and this is part of learning. So a B minor 7 flat 5. Here's the B chord. Now everything when they're talking about it, they're actually talking from the point of, you know, the chord. It's kind of like you say it and play it. Okay, so here it says B minor, so let's make that minor part. Okay, so B minor, so this is the 1, 2, 3 of the major scale. Everything comes from the major scale. Okay, so there. Okay, now I have a B minor 7. Okay, I have a B minor 7. That's all I have. Now it occurred to me that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a B minor. Now, where is the 5th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the scale of B. Okay, so I need to take that down. So anytime that you got a chord, let's say you have a C7. I've got another form of it. I can do another form of it. Let's do a C7. Let's do it in normal way here. Okay? If I want to take this right here, this is an aside, but just to let you know, here is a B minor 7, and here's a B minor 7 flat 5. And then I can move it back the other way. I can go like, now I have a C7, and I have another chord here, and this is a real cool chord. And this right here, that's a, I know what it is when we quit talking. Okay. So a good thing to do is just move these around. That is the notes, and I think it's a good idea to do this not just in block form. Now block form is real good because you're already there, okay? Okay? And it takes some concentration to do this. You don't do it all the time. Now here is a way to think of the diminished. I know you're sitting there waiting. I'll make it quick. If you play the C, say it one second. Okay. Now, what was I going to say? And here is a way that gets most of your notes, and it's a little thing I came up with a while back. I make a C6, and then I do a little C6, and then I do a G flat, E flat, come down on the thumb. Okay? And you notice I'm going to hit almost every single one of these notes. Okay? That's just one way of doing it. But what I'm doing is straightforward. You can do any combination you want, but I'm trying to keep it simple. No, wait a minute. And that sounds really good over your notes. You know, not everything sounds polished without the accompaniment. Okay, that gives you almost every single note. I think the only thing it doesn't give you is a G. I mean A. And you can go back and forth. And then you can go over to a C6. And a C7. So between all that, you get that diminished scale. Okay? I will be showing a video on this very shortly. So if you're soloing over this note here, it would sound better, on a keyboard, because the keyboard doesn't, ring like the piano does. See, I'm going diminished. That sounds more like a diminished scale, but it's not exactly. That sounds like a diminished arpeggio, but I'm going into various arpeggios there, like two sets of them. So anytime you can learn something like that, and your fingers be in the right way and everything, learn it.